Welcome to Hypnosis, Facts, and Fiction. This week we're going to deal with the issue of emotions and how hypnosis can help you deal with them. We're going to start off by talking with Betty Gambesha, who's a natural health consultant and hypnotherapist. Hi, Betty.
Hello.
Can you tell us a bit how hypnosis helps someone deal with their emotional problems?
Well, hypnosis can be a great help because it's a very efficient and convenient and also a pleasant way of dealing with emotional difficulties. And it can be used to accompany regular psychotherapy to sort of like speed up the process.
And can you tell us how it works exactly?
Well, while in a hypnotic state, you're totally in contact with your subconscious mind, and you're able to see clearly any reoccurring patterns and any behaviors, especially negative behaviors that you have and that you keep repeating in your life that cause you emotional distress in your present life.
And so basically it's important to find out what the source of the problem is?
Yes, exactly, because when you're dealing with emotional problems, it's important to find the source of your emotional problem and also to contact any negative programming you might have had concerning some of these difficulties, and also any unconscious decisions you might have made. It all goes back finally to maybe some event in the past that the real cause and the real source of your emotional distress presently.
Okay, so basically once you've found the source of your problem, how can hypnosis help you?
Well, I can give you an example. A person that consulted me a while back, she had great difficulties. She was living a lot of anxiety, a lot of panic in her life. She had a successful business, but this panic was really causing her great distress. And under hypnosis, she contacted certain events in her childhood where she had lived this traumatic experience when she was ridiculed, put down, laughed at for not having performed in an appropriate way. And of course this was by an authority figure.
Right.
And it brought her to sort of make an unconscious decision at that time as a child. She decided, well, I won't make any more mistakes. I'll be perfect. I'll be in perfect control. And also it permitted her under hypnosis to sort of like contact all these feelings she had repressed for a very long time, feelings of anger, fear, guilt, shame, which she was able to totally let out and free once and for all. These feelings were bottled in for a long time. And of course, having contacted all this, she was able to sort of like release her feelings and reprogram in a much more efficient way our future behavior.
And once you've dealt with it mentally, how can it help us, I guess, physically? Does it help us as well?
Yes, it does, because there's a great body-mind connection. And of course, all our emotions affect our physical body and our physical health. So dealing with emotional business makes you reap a vibrant and healthy body in the long run.
And what would you say are the kinds of emotional or physical behavior problems that hypnosis can help you resolve?
There's a lot of emotional problems that hypnosis can help you resolve. Anxiety, panic, phobia, insomnia, weight loss, smoking. Of course, there's all the trauma, abuse situations, and all of life transition periods like menopause, childbirth, retirement, job loss, divorce, separation, grief. the hypnosis can help you live through all these emotional difficulties.
And do you find that your number of patients are increasing and more people feel more comfortable with the idea of it?
Yes, people are much more open now to hypnosis. They're capable of using it as an excellent tool to bring much more comfort and happiness into their life and let go of emotional difficulties.
Well, great. Well, thank you very much, Betty.
You're welcome.
And now let's have a look at what the people on the street are answering to this week's question.
Like I said, the only thing I really know about is how it's been used in certain cases to help people overcome psychological fears.
Medicine, there's a certain amount of effectability that, yeah, somebody could get better by hypnosis when it's all psychological and not, you know, biological.
To help people psychologically, like if they have a problem or they want to discover something from their past. Or
The main thing that I would like to see is it could help people to stop smoking, to stop overeating, to do anything that can help them in a healthier, positive way. I think it would be wonderful.
Well, I think it can have probably medical applications. I think it can have strong psychological possibilities for modifying behavior, for helping people with stress, for curbing anxiety and so on. I think there are a number of applications that could be beneficial.
I think it can be used for people who have phobias. I know somebody who's afraid of the dentist, and he got hypnosis, and it worked. So.
We're back with Mr. Noël DELCOURT, who's going to tell us a bit about his experience with hypnosis and emotions.
I can say that my experience in hypnosis is very vast. I've been working mostly with emotion and hypnosis for a long, long time now. So in the next, as a matter of fact, in the next segment that we're going to see, the testimony reveals a man that has been working on his difficulty with dealing with his own emotion. I can say that now men are more and more coming to that kind of therapy, as before it was mostly women that would use hypnosis and emotional therapies and therapies of the sort. So I invite the people to really be careful, be concentrated on the next segment, because they're mostly men that can find a way now to deal with their emotion and let them out.
Right, it's more acceptable for the men, or it's more open for the men to deal with. And for, let's say, more men or other women who'd like to know more about your organization or how to get information, what could they do?
Well, we have the Therapist Gazette, as I mentioned before. We have now a website on the World Wide Web called Therapist. So if people want to get to know more about hypnosis and other natural health techniques, they should consult us and visit our site.
Okay, great. Well, now let's listen to this week's testimony.
Bonjour, mon nom est Yvan. J'ai rencontré un
Hello,
hypnologue
my name is Yvan. The first time I met an hypnotherapist was 3 years ago. It was for an emotional problems. Bad feelings inside of me were what pushed me to see an hypnotherapist. I had difficulty expressing my feelings. They were trapped in. The memory of my first session is one where I still felt my feelings trapped inside of me, but I felt things move. I knew that something was going to happen to me. The other sessions were different from the first. Already, I felt at ease with the hypnotherapist.